Right now, an attorney gives his opinion about the ride the 6-year-old boy from Carencro fell from in Florida.
Live from Acadiana, your local news leader, this is KLFY News 10 at 10.
A Carencro boy is back home recovering tonight after significant injuries when he fell from a roller coaster in Florida.
6-year-old Marcel Bonnet fell from the Galaxy Spin coaster at the Fun Spot amusement park in Kissimmee, Florida last Thursday.
Firefighters found the child with traumatic injuries under the coaster's track, which was about 20 feet below the ride. Authorities said they spoke with park staff who did not know what happened or how Bonnet fell. The ride is currently closed pending an investigation. News 10's Britt LaFaso spoke with an attorney with expertise in injuries and wrongful death cases from thrill rides. Britt joins us in studio with what that attorney had to say.
And unfortunately, this is just uncannily similar. There is no reason in the world that a 6-year-old boy should come out of a ride going that fast and at that height. That just should not happen.
Attorney Michael Haggard says the main issue is that no one regulates amusement park rides in the United States.
Right now, the average American would think, well, the Consumer Product Safety Commission probably governs these types of rides, and they don't.
Haggard says they haven't in decades. In fact, no one has. And most of the rides are not made here in America, including the ride that 14-year-old Tyree Sampson died on and the ride that 6-year-old Marcel from Carencro fell out of.
I can bet you that most families, these last few weeks of summer, right, they're going different places, they're trying to have fun before school starts. They don't know that this ride was made overseas. They're not told that it doesn't have any regulations across the United States of America. And that's something else that needs to be strongly looked at.
Haggard also says after Tyree died, the Florida legislature passed the Tyree Sampson Act. The bill provided further regulations and inspections for rides in Florida, but it limited the Freedom of Information Act for amusement parks. That means Florida parks do not have to share their findings on a ride when things go wrong, like the one 6-year-old Marcel fell out of.
It's my understanding they tested the ride today, that they operated it, tested it. But again, we won't know the results. I'm sure the Department of Agriculture and their investigators were there, but we should know immediately. What did you find? What happened?
Haggard says all these things make it nearly impossible for a consumer to know if a ride is safe.
What are you supposed to be as a family? Be a safety inspector? Make sure that everything has a double restraint system? Look at the serial number and find out where it was made. Was it made in Italy? Was it made in Austria? Do they have adequate insurance? And that's not a family's responsibility. This type of tragedy should have never occurred. And I hope the family gets all the answers that they deserve and the justice they deserve here, not only for what they've been through, but for future children.
Haggard also stressed the importance of the need for secondary restraints, so having a safety bar and a seat belt. Again, if manufacturers aren't doing it, it's not federally required. Haggard believes 6-year-old Marcel fell out of the Kissimmee coaster last week for exactly this reason. Britt LaFaso, KLFY News 10.